Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab, and I'm in the book. We got a nice little Masonic thing going here. We got a little Zodiac going here. I got some right thinking up in here. This is going to be a good lesson. It's all about the opposites, male and female, masculine and feminine, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Let's talk about it. I'm going to have a good little lesson now for you. I highlight the stuff that I like. Yeah, the whole page. So we're gonna go through this. It's gonna be fun. Let's go. Radisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. Yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, it's simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to, yeah, might not be true. We about to go into Masonic Lodge. Right thinkers, P Funk's philosophy on divine masculine and divine feminine, but it's also got little Masonic pillars going here. And at one time, this was sacrilegious to put these names that we use in Masonic order. And when I was a Mason, you couldn't utter the words unless you're in the Masonic lie. But okay, one pillar is Boaz, one of them is Jachin. They opposite, but that's not how the Masonic order teaches it. Here, they're gonna break it down with you, male and female. So you're gonna have the divine masculine, which is the solar sun. Then you got divine feminine, which is the moon, the lunar. Okay, and that's what they're showing you here. This is good, perfect stuff. Celestial, terrestrial. Okay, still divine, but this how you see the man, the woman, sun rays, the moon. Okay, these are all symbolism, but I'm gonna break it down for you. See the opposites over here. These is what the hemispheres of the brain. Again, when you see me doing this, that's what this represents. So I'm gonna have some fun with this one. On the left side, you got the solar. That's the male, divine masculine. And it don't always have to be man and woman, but that works. Yin and yang, dark and light. You can work the duality anyway, but it had to be equal. It had to be balanced. 10 pounds of shit, 10 pounds of gold. They all got to be 10 pounds. Now the value of that don't got to do it what it is. Okay? Good, bad, don't make a difference. Still got to be equal. That's the concept. So let's talk about this solar, the pillar to the left. That's Boaz. Would be that guy there. Okay. And the solar system is based on consciousness, alertness. Right now, you're woke, you're in the present. But a lot of us, when we're in the dream state, we spend 1/3 of our life in the dream state. Think that's by accident? Well, the body got it. No, it's a reason for you going in the dream state. For the mind also, your conscious mind will what? Get tired. So the subconscious mind takes over. That's what I say. Behind every good man is a good woman. They talking about your right and left hemisphere of the brain, but we don't see it that way. We think it's a real physical woman. And if we talk, all you Bible thumpers, I gotta get this to you. If you didn't take that book literally, you can learn a lot. I'll leave that there. We talking about when you're conscious, that's left side brain consciousness. Okay, it's one that thinks and functions with logic, rational. They got all the breakdown for the left side, and that's men. That's where we are. That's what we do. Men are from Mars, women from Venus. So yeah, we think different. We're opposites. And that's the name of this game. Opposites attract. The opposite of consciousness is what? Subconscious. The opposite of left is what? Right. The opposite of masculine is what? Feminine. The opposite of electric is what? Magnetic. That's what we're going down the line. Action, safety, intellect, emotion, pineal gland, pituitary gland, gold, silver, and the last one, fire, water. They opposites. Everything I just ran down the list, one was male, one was female, but they was all considered opposites. Masculine, feminine, good, bad, however you want to break it down. That's called duality. We live in a world where you have choices. There wasn't no choice, but no need to be here. Okay? So why is this so important? The left side solar is considered Boaz. That's the password for Masonic brothers. Okay? And the next one, Jacqueline. Another password. Okay? And these are stuff that it only means something inside the lodge. Don't mean jack outside the lodge. And again, I spent a lot of years in the Masonic order doing Masonic work inside and outside the lodge. But the lessons that we learn only serve you inside the lodge. So again, but the knowledge that we learn it serve you outside the lodge. I learned how to be me, a more noble and glorious person by learning how to use the Masonic tools to build myself to be a better person. It works that way. I know that. That's occult, esoteric learning. That's what Freemasons are. What an occult group. They're not a secret order. It's the order with secrets. Been there, done that. All right, I'm not defending the Masonic order. All right, let's talk about this thing. Divine masculine, meaning the males. Okay, energy is embodied in man. Pay attention, this is a lesson. In reflecting the qualities of what we call force. We are aggressive. We're the ones that's, electricity. We are charged up. Action. We show strength. And fire traits associated with the active and the dynamic nature of what we consider electricity. We're charged. We're ready to go. We amped up. That's the male, divine, masculine, male concept. A lot of people familiar with the yin and the yang. Same thing. Same thing. It just pops out. It just jumps out. This, you got to work a little bit, but it's still the same thing. Watch this. So now he is the initiator, meaning the male. That's the spirit. That's Asar. In my language, Asar is just that. What they saying, we got Asar for him. Okay? And the female is Aset. Watch this. And the action taker, meaning he's the aggressor. And the one who drives movement and change in the world. That's the physical male force. It's not alone. It don't operate by itself. It's not on its own accord. It's just one half of the whole. It's one part to the two-piece puzzle. What's this? That's the yang. Now let's talk about the yang. But first of all, you got the masculine essence that thrives on what? Men think for purpose. They show strength and dominance and determination in channeling his energy, ego, into creation, protection, and the pursuit of goals. That's all male ego concepts. And that's okay. That's normal. That's par for the course. Now, if all you knew is just that left side, everything masculine, I'm a male, so I just gotta know this, I gotta be there, I gotta do. That's not gonna serve you well. It'll serve you, but not well. Why? There's another half that you need to be familiar with. You need to understand. I just got a lesson coming up. Men who think like women and women who think like men. That means you practicing right thinking philosophy. Why? You thinking like both, like you're supposed to. See? We get caught up in assuming and trying to jump the gun with somebody. I mean, let the person who telling you what they mean tell you what they mean, and then you take it from there. Well, I think you're saying this. No, I'm telling you, you need to figure out what I'm saying. Don't tell me what I'm saying. Those are not good listeners. So moving on. All right, but that's the male side. That we just did the masculine. We just did the masculine. We just talked about all masculine, and that's all right. Perfect. I got no problem with it. Why? That's me. I know who I am, and I know those are premises that I operate on. When I was ignorant, now I know more. All I knew was that. All I knew was that. That's all I knew. Now, in contrast to divine masculine, you have to have divine feminine. Let's go. When I learned about the women, my favorite god is Maat. And that represents a principle that I would stand on. But the concept was this. Now, we just did the men. That's okay. That's okay. But now let's get to the feminine. There you go, right now. Now, the feminine, divine feminine, is still divine, but the energy is characterized by what? Nurturing. Y'all are natural nurturers. Y'all are emotional creatures. What's this? And y'all nurture, y'all rest, y'all have what we call magnetism. Okay? And safety. Y'all have to be taken care of, but y'all are emotional creatures. Y'all live and die through your heart, your emotion. That's the right side of the brain. What's this? This is what the women do. The female, the yang, the yin, the yang, yin, the yang, whatever part about the other side, the body represents the beauty of what attraction, the courage, or electronic, and they do it what effortlessly. It comes natural. When a woman naturally walk, her hips swing. When they want to accentuate it, they throw it a little bit to the side. You know how they go, but that's what they do. That's that serpent. That's what they want. So the women see it as the serpent, not because she's snaky and deceitful. No, that's another aspect. Right now we talk about just the movement. All right. And watch this. They do it effortlessly, drawing in, attracting what she needs. All good women need a good man. They don't always get a good man, but at the time, to them, that was good. If you ain't good at making decisions, you ain't good at discerning good from evil, slick from honesty, you might get had a few times. You're going to get burnt, okay? Trust me. All right, but her blessings, what's this? Her blessings of grace, she's gifted with intuitional knowledge and inner beauty and what they call magnetic pulling towards her what? That masculine force. See, right there, right there. If a woman, all she got, she don't want another woman like that. And the same thing for the man. So that way you got to have the opposite that's attract. I like to use the magnet, but they even making it better. Why? Women do the women stuff. Men do men stuff. That's why men are attracted to the women. And if a man is attracted to another man, he got psychological issues. You should take him to a shrink and deal with that. Don't encourage it. Women on women. That's not cool. But nonetheless, this is about understanding how your brain works. And you got the masculine and feminine. But you got the feminine, it pulls towards her what? The masculine, that force, that drives, that what? That drawing to what? To protect. Men, we are protectors. Okay? You supposed to, if you have a mate, a wife that you took, you're supposed to protect her, cherish her, and provide for her. If you're not doing those three things, why'd you marry her? If there's a hidden agenda, you should have told her before y'all got married. But these are things that you took the vow to do as a man. That's your job. And she is the what? The guardian of what? The inner world. It starts inside her. Okay? Not that rib nonsense that took her from Adam and Nick. No. But she's the keeper of what? Emotions. And that's by nature. And nothing wrong with that. And nothing wrong with that. Okay? A woman who thinks logical and rational, that means she's using both sides of her brain. That's all it means. That means she's a stud. That doesn't mean she's a dyke or want to be like, no. That means she using her thought process like men use it. That's all. And men can do the same thing. That don't make you gay or feminine. Women are emotional. They are intuitional. and they have a deeper connection because what? Everybody comes from there. They're the mother. They're the ultimate mother. And while what? The masculine looks outward. He on the prowl. He move. That's his nature. That's normal and that's fine. On the hunt, whatever you want to call it, but that's normal. Long as it's for the what? The opposite sex. You got some guys there on the prowl for other men. We ain't talking about them. All right, but the whole thing is men look outward and the feminine looks what? Inward. I use the concept at church. Women will go to church in search of, holy, holistic concept or following God, get some connection. Only way a man going to church, he got to be ass out. He got to be in need, in a bad predicament, so he can go pray and hope God relates him, help him out. When the women just go there to get in touch and to do what they need to do for themselves, my church is women heavy. Well, more women go to church than men. Moving on. These are things that, as I'm reading and hearing, I'm living this. I can tell if it's true or not. I don't need nobody's approval. I know what I'm talking about. I'm living it. So again, when I'm teaching, I'm not trying to get your approval. I'm not trying to get your side with me. No, I'm teaching a concept that I know. Simple as that. Okay, and the women go inward, men go out, and they are the keepers of what? Emotions, intuition, and they got a deeper connection. But while the masculine always looks outward, the women always go inward and tend to be what? Very emotional and even more spiritual in their well-being of both what? Herself and those around her. They care. When the kid comes, the woman always get left holding the bag, don't they? They're not gonna forsake. They're not gonna get a kid. No, no, no. Most women will not let the man have a kid. I was a single parent. I got mine. Okay, but that's an anomaly. Most women, that's mine. I carried it. But I made it. I got no say so in that. That's why I got some issues with that. But she played fair, didn't turn me to the white man, didn't have me pay no child support, and let me be a father to my son. Best thing she's ever done. To this day, I give her nothing but respect. Damn, how she was. No, it means nothing to me. You got my respect. Trust me. My baby mama got my ultimate respect because she let me be a father. Okay, and she benefit from that. Now she got bragging rights. I don't, man, it means nothing to me. But we worked on doing it. Where the hell was I at? Okay, either those around her. The women help nurture. They're not gonna let somebody take their kid. The vulture, if she can't feed her kids, she can't find nothing to serve them, she's gonna chew off her ankle, okay, to feed her kids. That's mothering, okay. Isis, I said, she did the good motherly thing. What? Raise her son to what? To take care of the guy who killed her father. Put the mindset on him. You got to take care of that. You need to take care of that. Okay? But the divine masculine and divine feminine are complementary. They complement each other. They go together, okay, in energies. Why? One is positive, one is negative. They attract. And it's designed to be what? Harmonious. That's what this represents. Harmony. Just enough this, just enough that, you good. That's harmony. And that's what they're trying to teach from this perspective, which I understand. Again, I get the philosophy. And they're using the perfect example. And together, they now, what? Balance, what? Their actions and your reflecting strength and your nurturing electricity and your magnetism, meaning you're acting on both left and right hemispheres of the brain. That's a complete person. Men just think like men. Women just think like women. When you open up the other side of your brain, now you become a complete thinker, a.k.a. right thinker. Oh, I like that. Slip that one right in. And when the masculine and the feminine energies unite, come together, what happened? They form a perfect partnership. When the heart and the mind becomes one, that's the holy marriage that gets you where? To God. I gave you that lesson already. Okay, they did it perfect. I agree 100%. But this is, they say, a perfect partnership, aka a team that what supports one another. Behind every good man is a good woman. Behind every good woman is a good man. And to have what? Experience life to its fullest as a couple. Two people come together for the right reason. It's a beautiful thing. You see people together 30, 40 years, They think alike. But they are as one. But they operate as separate, but they're still one. You see what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing to make that happen. Moving on. George Burns and Gracie Allen, my favorite comedian duo. When she passed on, he would never do a duet. No, I said, no, anybody take her place. Ain't even trying. You got some women, when their husband passed on, they don't want another man. Okay, well, I ain't worried about that. I'm good. So, and it goes vice versa. Some things you just can't duplicate. And some people don't want to. And that's fine. Moving on. All right. But yeah, working together in unity, that's a beautiful thing. And the masculines drive for what? Action. Now is grounded and enhanced by what? The feminine ability to what? Nurture and restore. I was a single parent. I wasn't his mother. I ain't trying to be his mother. I'm the father. I still got to provide, support, and do the things that as a parent does. When he went to see his mother, that she can be the mother. They do their thing. I ain't got to be his mother. When women, you can't be the father. You can be the mother. Let the father be the father. The son needs that. It ain't got to do with you. It ain't personal. That's the problem. Y'all take your personal issues and your emotions out on your offspring, and they suffer from that. And the man, he gets child support. He gonna have nothing but animosity toward that kid. All it did is cost him money because of you. If they got a good relationship, he don't mind spending his money. But if you want to see him, all that nonsense, you just gonna take his money. That creates animosity. Trust me. Moving on. But the feminines, emotional depth, and women are deep emotional. Yeah, y'all. Trust me. And what's this? It's okay because it's intuitive. It's wisdom that y'all have gained over the period of time, and you are protected, and you give a space to what? Flourish by what? The masculine's physical strength and purpose to what? Protect and supply and provide for you to live a fruitful life, doing the things you need to do as a woman. Women who doing double duty as a father, that's not your job. Your job ain't to make your son a man. Your job to be the mother to him. The man who made him, that's his job. Men, get better at what you do. Moving on. Don't give all the profit to the West. They ain't always the woman. I understand. But remember, that same guy you felt so good about laying down and having unprotected sex with, now you can't stand him. That's psychological bipolarism at its best. Moving on. Let me wrap this up. Sorry about getting a little personal. Let me get out of there. All right, taking it home. Right here. Now, they are two halves of a whole. The brain has two hemispheres for a reason. And a lot of us just use half of it. Use them both. That's what they give it to you for. And it's designed to what? To coexist in balance and in unity. We talk about the brain now. We talk about this thing up here that I've been trying to tell you how to use for the last 10 years. And what's this? Each completing the other. Relationship, 30, 40 years, when one taught the other could know just what he's saying and understand just what about to say next. That's unity, thinking as one, okay? In their union, again, we back to that relationship, they find the fullest expressions of life's potential. Why? They depend on the other. What I don't do, she will. What she can't or don't do, I will. So you don't miss nothing if you're using both sides of the brain. Think like that. Yeah, think like that and get stuff done. Now you're creating what? A harmonious dance between what? Your inner and outer worlds. Beautiful concept. And you're allowing both what? Partners to grow in their own ways. Thrive and experience what? The richness of existence. Being your best self. I don't have to appease nobody. I ain't got to lower my status or be a certain way to be with somebody. If what you with, who you with, y'all can't prosper and go together, why are you together? Two people come together to grow, unite, and become like one. Intercourse means two people trying to become one. Think of Saturday night when I turn into a Sunday because you just so engulfed. That's just physical pleasures. It don't last long. It always turn out to be Sunday morning, don't it? Let's go. And with this balance and understanding of energies, it's essential for you what? Not only for your relationship with yourself, but all meaning in your own head. Watch this. But also for each individual's personal growth and spiritual fulfillment. It's an individual thing. And the men are just as equal as the women when it comes to that. And you're enhancing what? Excuse me, as embracing what? Both your masculine and your feminine concepts within your own self, meaning your head. This leads to a more complete and harmonious, meaningful life, aka right thinking philosophy. Because that's what I teach. So that's why I love this lesson. I just pulled it out and said, let me check this out. And it hit home. I appreciate you tuning in. Right thinkers. In closing, may you all there to be 100 to me, 100 miles a day. So I never know my right thinkers now who got a better understanding, hopefully, about that divine masculine and divine feminine that passed away. Like, don't go together. Opposites is where it's at.